Hey guys, happy New Year's. GPUs transformed gaming, AI, and scientific research has been advancing as a result. But quantum processing units, we're talking about Rigetti, is at the forefront of this quantum revolution. They're solving problems that traditional processors could never handle, and I want you guys to stay tuned and find out how these QPUs could redefine some of the technology and business and even change some of your investment strategy. So let's get into it here. I'm going to jump into Rigetti stock. We've been covering it very closely. If you guys want to stay up to date on quantum AI, tech, space industry, and the best investments during this AI boom of 2025, I would encourage you guys to subscribe down below and consider that second link down below, because if AMD stock hits 160 by March 20th with our current sale, you get stock meat for free to watch me trade live every day. So make sure to check that out. So guys, the thing about Rigetti stock is, before we even get into the chart, if I search Rigetti quantum computing, and this is the reason why I don't search stock, because everything is hype. Everything, you can see all the hype articles. We're not looking for hype articles. I want to show you guys something. So first, we'll check out the website here. If we scroll down after searching, oh, I guess some of the hype articles made it through. You could see there's Yahoo Finance tip ranks. Okay, you can see some of the related companies. And I'm actually going to go to the second page on Google. Okay, you got Barron's. Okay, I was going to see if maybe they would show the Amazon partnership, but we'll get into that. Now, this is something they have on their website, right? You can see the quantum computer. I want you guys to know, if you aren't really sure about quantum tech, you're still learning it, go get educated. Their website on their mobile and their website here on desktop shows you different pieces, and you can click on each piece. Like, let's look up here. It talks about, dilution refrigerator. If we click here, number 2, signal chain, and each one has an analysis of what it is. Temperature stages, and number 4, mixing chamber. Number 5, QPU. So basically the quantum processing unit. It's a superconducting quantum integrated circuit that powers the computer inside a metal package that thermalizes it and shields it from the environment. So you can really get some good analysis of actually how the machine works. And you could also see their partnerships. You got NASA right here, got University of Edinburgh, you got AWS, Microsoft, Strangeworks, Zapata. And so, to take a look at their website. It's really educational. And outside of analyzing their website, you might also search on Rigetti YouTube channel, because I think, Rigetti Computing, they're very small. They're 2,700, which is still a lot. I mean, took me years to hit 10K, but we just hit it on New Year's, which is awesome. Thank you guys for subscribing. But look at this. They have these presentations. You can go back. They're a couple years old, 7 years ago. One thing that was interesting is I saw that in these presentations, there was actually, you could see Palantir there. You could literally see Palantir was somewhere on one of these presentation boards, which I thought was really interesting. But they explain exactly what they're doing. It could be a little bit dated, but you can see where the company is coming from, what tech and what their mission is. And I've been watching these videos. I found them extremely helpful to dive into. So I just wanted to let you guys know their website and their YouTube channel really get you like a good idea into how these quantum computers are being built, because it's not simple for me to come here and understand, or come here and explain to you guys without running it through ChatGPT and getting like 4th grade reading level, because even like, the technical news that we see on this quantum computer can be hard to digest sometimes. So just thought I'd let you guys know, if you want that extra step, go check it out. Now, let's get into something here with Rigetti. We got one thing that I'm going to be using here. If you go to Amazon Web Services and you go to quantum computers, just note that right now you can access some of these quantum computing units through the Amazon cloud. So right now, Rigetti is here on AWS. Okay, so that's something to note. You would say, how is a quantum computing company going to gain more traction? One of the biggest ways would be, well, they're connected with a place that has a lot of data that would allow users and customers to be able to test out the quantum computer and be able to actually utilize it. So AWS being a partnership here and seeing them on the site as a provider is something that's really good indication that there will be more usage for it. Now, the other thing that you could look at is Microsoft's Microsoft's Azure. So Azure, and we'll get into the chart really quick in just a second. And let's see if we can do Rigetti. Yeah, all right. Yeah, so Rigetti, right here, you got IONQ among others, and Microsoft Azure here on Microsoft, or on Microsoft.com, has pricing. You got billing plans. You got Azure Quantum pricing, so you can tap into being able to use it, and you can get credits to be able to basically throw huge data sets into Microsoft Azure and be able to, I mean, I would assume like train large language models, or train data and solve problems in that data. And so I just wanted to let you guys know a lot of it looks quite advanced for a lot of the breakdown for some people that are just like seeing it from the outside. But I just want to let you know it's good news that we see that, and that is good indication that these quantum computing companies are positioning themselves correctly. So you might say, how did Rigetti get this placement, and how did IONQ get this placement? Well, you could see, I don't know if we'll be able to easily find the article. Is it investor relations or investor presentation? I'm not sure where it was that I was seeing that they had State Street invested, BlackRock invested, 2 LLCs of BlackRock invested, and then there was NVIDIA invested in the company. I don't know where to find that list. I need to make that easily accessible, but something to consider is the companies that are investing in this company are fairly large investments. I don't think it was Crunchbase. That's not where we saw it. But we saw State Street, Vanguard, BlackRock, and a few others, and still, relatively small market cap. If we looked at their market cap, Rigetti market cap was 3.7 billion, so still relatively small. That you could look at some other, I think it's IONQ. IONQ is a little more established. They're at almost $10 billion market cap, right? So, just in comparison with that, that's a 2x if they reach a near IONQ, almost really a 3x. And so that's something to consider. Now, when we looked at their financials, Rigetti Computing had fairly good financials, but they were negative net income. And so again, you're buying what could be, looking towards the future and seeing that there could be plugins to these various businesses to utilize the quantum computing technology. And now that that's available through AWS and Microsoft, that could impact their financials in the coming quarters. So, that's good news. But again, net income was down. It's negative 14 million. Net profit margin was down, or it was up year over year. Same thing with net income, is up 33% year over year, but still, net negative there. Net in cash was down there. They have negative 398K in cash, which, it's a company that's still growing. We look at Amazon; they weren't profitable for 20 years. So Amazon didn't make a profit for many, 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 many years. So, I would expect the same thing with quantum computing. It's just getting into that. The other thing that I want to note before we get in the chart, last thing, the headquarters are in Berkeley. I would love to try and go to the place because I'm only about 2 hours away from the Rigetti Computing Center, and actually go talk with them, maybe meet some employees, maybe get to ask some questions. I'd love to do that. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about Rigetti, what you guys think about possibly doing that. And maybe if we really push some of the Rigetti, get a lot of likes on it and see, I would love to see, I don't know, 500 likes on Rigetti on this video. And that would be like really good indication that, I'm like, let's do it. But regardless, I'm pretty curious. So I think we'll do it regardless, but we'll see. Now, what we're looking at here was the charts on Rigetti. And this time it's still looking a little overextended on the near term. One thing that we noted was this consistent uptrend with the exception of the Fed artificial sell-off right there, but continuing the trend. And then if you add that resistance, so we get the resistance in there, more or less like here's resistance, higher resistance, kind of right there. It's still holding a crucial level that this is a previous support. So if it does bounce here, that could happen. That's kind of an extreme bull case, and that would be more like this trend up here, which is possible. I mean, the reason that kind of works actually is because this is a rising support, right? Higher support, higher support. This was the Fed sell-off. So if we were to discount that, then we would see that resistance or that support was acting as a resistance here when it was recovering from that Fed announcement that there would be less interest rate cuts this year, and that you see some of the confidence in investors restoring. But nevertheless, if you look at the technicals in that way, and this level actually kind of maintains some consistency. Oops. Just wanted to, there we go. Then actually maintains some consistency, that it's possible that this is the hyperbole case, and it's going to continue, would be from here to there, right? And that'd be a 29% increase. We see it pushed to would be $20 a share. And so that would be kind of discounting more this Fed announcement, saying, yeah, it broke below. And then that previous support that was rising started to act as a resistance. And then now it broke above, and now it's going to continue to act as a support. And that's the actual trend on the technicals. RSI is looking oversold, MACD is looking oversold. So if it was going to hold that pattern, this next Thursday and into Friday would be where we'd see that rebound. So it's quite possible that could happen. Now, if we don't see that happen, and it's not going to stay true to that initial trend, then again, we might see it drop down. This would be more of the Fed influence on investors, and we'd see something along the lines of this previous resistance. You guys see this previous level, the previous resistance right here. So it would stay bullish, but it would sell back down to the previous resistance before continuing up. That would be healthy as well, and we could see that. But again, that trend that we just mapped out, it's quite possible the hyperbole case is that right here, it's going to actually bounce. So we'll keep a close eye on it. Definitely be looking at an opportunity to present itself at market open on Thursday. Again, if you guys want to watch me trade live on Thursday, you can join Stockmate. This sale is closing tonight. It's expiring January 1st. It's that second link down below. After this, it's not getting better than that for a little bit. So make sure to check that sale, the second link down below. If you want to watch me trade live, surround yourself with other traders and investors and get some analysis. We were actually breaking down some of the outlook for this week. We share top earnings every single week, and we have some great members in here. And we're also quite reality. We give reality checks. We're not always bullish. You can see our price targets for some of our into early this week, what that looks like. So actually going to be releasing a midweek update here for New Year's, and I would love to see you guys at market open. Regardless, thank you guys so much for joining so much. Appreciate you all. If I earned your thumbs up, hit that like button. Do consider subscribing. Thanks for 10,000. We're on the road to 100,000. So amazing. If you're a real one, you made it this far, go ahead and comment down below with a trend emoji, or just the word emoji if you can't find the emoji. All right, guys. See you in the next video. Take care.